Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to practice some real English conversation. The topic is something everyone loves talking about: vacation. This is a great way for beginners to improve their listening and speaking skills. Are you ready? Let's dive right in and talk about our dream holidays and past trips. It's going to be fun and super helpful for your daily English practice. So, where should we go for our next vacation? I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I know, right? I was thinking maybe somewhere with a beach. I'd love to just relax on the sand and listen to the waves. That sounds amazing. Like maybe Spain or Italy? I heard the beaches there are beautiful, and the food is incredible. Oh, definitely. I saw some pictures of the Amalfi Coast in Italy, and it looked like a dream. Clear blue water, colorful houses on the cliffs. Wow. Or what about Greece? The islands, like Santorini or Mykonos, look stunning. Imagine watching the sunset over the white buildings. That's a fantastic idea. I've always wanted to go to Greece. But isn't it a bit expensive? It can be, but if we plan ahead, we might find some good deals. Maybe we could go during the off season, when it's less crowded and cheaper. That's a smart idea. When is the off season for Greece? Maybe September or October. I think so. The weather is still warm, but most of the summer tourists are gone. We could explore ancient ruins like the Acropolis in Athens without huge crowds. I love that idea. And I've heard the local food is so fresh. Gyros, souvlaki, fresh salads with feta cheese. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Me too. We could rent a small car or a scooter to explore the island. It would be such an adventure. Totally. But what about a different kind of vacation? What if we went somewhere with mountains and nature instead of a beach? Oh, like where? Switzerland, maybe? The Swiss Alps are legendary. Exactly. We could go hiking in the summer. The views of the mountains and the green valleys would be breathtaking. We could stay in a cozy little chalet. That sounds really peaceful and refreshing, breathing in that fresh mountain air. Plus, Swiss chocolate. We can't forget about the chocolate. Of course not. We'd have to bring a whole suitcase back just for chocolate. And cheese. Swiss cheese is famous too. It is. Fondue would be a must-try. Imagine eating warm, melted cheese after a long day of hiking. That's the perfect reward. It really is. Or we could consider a trip to Asia. There are so many amazing countries to visit. That's true. I've always been curious about Japan. The culture seems so unique and interesting. Japan is on my bucket list too. The mix of ancient temples and super modern cities like Tokyo is fascinating. And the food, sushi, ramen, tempura. Oh, the food would be a huge highlight. I'd love to try authentic ramen from a small shop in Tokyo. And maybe see the cherry blossoms if we go in the spring. The cherry blossoms are beautiful, but it's also a very popular time to go. It gets very crowded. Maybe autumn would be nice too, with all the colorful leaves. Good point. Autumn in Kyoto sounds magical. We could visit the temples and gardens. And I'd love to ride the Shinkansen, the bullet train. It's supposed to be so fast and efficient. Me too. It would be so cool to travel between cities at that speed. And maybe we could visit a traditional onsen, a Japanese hot spring. That would be so relaxing. So we have Greece for beaches, Switzerland for mountains, and Japan for culture. This is a tough decision. I know. They all sound like incredible trips. Do you remember our last vacation? The one we took to the national park? How could I forget? That was so much fun. Camping under the stars was a great experience. It was. At first, I was a bit nervous about sleeping in a tent. I was worried about bugs and animals. I remember you were. But you were brave. And the sky was so clear out there, away from the city lights. We saw so many stars. It was amazing. I'd never seen the Milky Way so clearly before. And remember the campfire? We made s'mores. Yes, toasted marshmallows and chocolate between two crackers. They were so sticky and delicious. I think I ate about 10 of them. Me too. It was the perfect campfire snack. And the hiking we did during the day was great exercise. The view from the top of that trail was worth the climb. Definitely. We could see the whole valley from up there. It made me feel so small in a good way. It was a good reminder of how beautiful nature is. It really was. And it was a much cheaper vacation than going to another country. Sometimes, the best adventures are closer to home. That's very true. You don't always have to fly across the world to have a memorable trip. A road trip can be just as exciting. Speaking of road trips, have you ever driven along the coast in California? I've seen photos of Highway 1, and it looks epic. I haven't, but I'd love to. Renting a convertible and driving with the top down, with the ocean on one side, that's a classic American dream. It is. We could stop in little towns along the way, like Monterey and Santa Barbara. We could go whale watching or visit the famous aquarium. That sounds like a perfect plan for a week-long trip. It's a lot of driving, but the scenery would make it totally worth it. So, let's think about our next big trip. If we had to choose just one, right now, which would it be? Beach, mountains, or city exploration? That's the ultimate question. As much as I love the idea of hiking in Switzerland, I think I'm leaning towards the beach right now. I really need to relax. I can understand that. A week of doing nothing but swimming, reading a book on the beach, and eating good food sounds heavenly. So Greece it is? I think so. Let's start looking up flights and hotels for the off-season. We can start planning our itinerary. Athens for a couple of days to see the history, and then an island to relax. Sounds like a plan. I'll start researching the best islands to visit. Maybe Crete? It's the largest Greek island and has a mix of everything: beaches, mountains, and history. Perfect. I'm already getting excited. This is going to be the best vacation ever. I'll start saving up my money. Me too. Planning the trip is half the fun, isn't it? Dreaming about all the things we're going to see and do. It totally is. It gives you something to look forward to. I can already picture us there, eating Greek salad by the sea. Stop it. You're making me even hungrier. All right, let's make this happen. Greece, here we come. Okay, that brings us to the end of our conversation practice. How did you do? Did you learn some new words and phrases for talking about vacations? Remember, words like breathtaking, stunning, and magical are great for describing beautiful places. And phrases like bucket list and off-season are super useful. The key to getting better at English is to practice a little bit every day. Try to use some of these new words in your own sentences. You could even write in the comments below about your dream vacation. Where would you go? The beach, the mountains, or a big city? I would love to read all about your travel dreams. Practice is everything. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn and grow. Keep listening, keep speaking, and you'll see improvement very soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this lesson helpful and fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more English conversation practice. We have new videos every week. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.